You're listening to the Brilliant Breakthroughs Podcast, episode number 19, with Maggie, Mongan, talking about bringing peace into your business.
Well, hi, everyone. Thanks for listening to Brilliant Breakthroughs Podcast. This is absolutely wonderful. I want to welcome all of you small business owners. This is Maggie Mongan. I am the Master Small Business Coach and author and anthology leader of Amazon's #1 bestseller, Brilliant Breakthroughs for the Small Business Owner. And that subtitle is Fresh Perspectives on Profitability, People, Productivity, and Finding Peace in Your Business. It was released in November 2017. And FYI, this is the first volume in an annual series. And we'd like to thank you for helping us become a #1 bestseller in both small business as well as the entrepreneurship categories. We're stoked about that, and we're stoked because we're here to serve you. That's why we went ahead and created the book, because we know that the small business sector is definitely underserved. And we're thrilled because some of you have come back and already started asking us questions about the 4 performance pillars. So we've been diving into each one of the 4 performance pillars over the last couple of weeks. And today we're going to conclude with the 4th performance pillar, which is peacefulness. But before we go there, I should probably repeat what the first 3 were, because you might be coming into this podcast for the first time. So let's start at the beginning. Performance pillar #1 is profitability. Profitability, oh my gosh, that's the primary determinant of business success. And the reason is, if your business is profitable, your business is successful. And that's not according to anybody's feelings or perceptions. That's according to the definition by the Internal Revenue Service. So we oversimplify and keep it just like that if you're profitable, you're successful. And when we talk about profitability, there's a couple key topics that we're focusing on, like your financials, product development, sales and marketing, operations, even business models, and your business's purpose, vision, and mission, to make sure that everything's aligned so you can build a profitable business. So anything related to profit would fit under performance pillar #1, profitability. The second performance pillar is people. Oh, well, people is what makes the money and the world go round. Money can't move itself. We need people to move it. So guess what? People matter. People matter not only for revenue purposes, but they matter for the fact that that's why you're in business, to serve somebody and help them out. And we train in topics on effective networking, social media, team development, employees, your business's ideal customer, even business allies, and your customer experience. So anything that is people focused, that's what we discuss in performance pillar #2. Performance pillar #3 is productivity. And this addresses productivity practices because they can make or break a small business. And I want to share with you, if you think that time management is where you need to be focusing on, I'm going to invite you to consider the fact that productivity management may be much better for you, and to go back and listen to the podcast prior to this one being posted. And the reason being is we can't manage time. There's 24 hours. Done. Can't change it. You can manage your productivity, and that's what matters. So in this performance pillar, we talk about things that you can do to simplify your activities, make things easier for you than what you may be making them out to be. So we train on topics like time management, which I told you just doesn't exist, but productivity management does, through simplifying techniques and automating systems, Figuring out which tech and apps will support you in becoming more effective and efficient, not just using technology for the sake of using technology. And anything else that relates to productivity falls right there. The fourth performance pillar is what we're focusing on today, and that is peacefulness. Peacefulness is a possibility when you have a profitable business, and it is possible to have peacefulness before you have a profitable business. Doesn't need to be one or the other. This peacefulness thing, it's one of those elusive elements of small business success. And I have to tell you, it doesn't need to be so far-fetched for you. It can become simpler than you're thinking, but we need you to get out of your own way for a little bit. So we talk and train on topics like self-management, balancing leadership and self-leadership, utilizing core values, your daily practices, mindset, and overall well-being. Anything that's going to be related to you having peaceful prosperity would be the fourth performance pillar. So let's dive into that right now. Peacefulness. Okay, now, right now you might be saying, okay, I don't want to be chanting Kumbaya all day long. And I'm going to say, great, you don't have to. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. Okay, and at times you may need to, but you don't have to do it all day long, every day. This is much more about optimizing your performance. This starts with you. The peacefulness pillar is all about you as the small business owner. Think about it. You created this baby, AKA your business, and it's absolutely nothing more than a reflection of you. And some of you right now really could be saying like, uh-oh, or might others of you be saying, yikes, that's okay. Don't worry about it because there's some good news. And no, I'm going to change that. There's some great news out there. You're a business leader. Whether you like it or not, you're leading your business. You are the leader of your business. Therefore, you are a business leader. And when you step into that role, you find out that you really are the one who can change anything. Absolutely everything and anything in the business, you can change. You're the only one that gets the privilege to do that. So let's think about this for a moment. I have a big question for you. Do you have peace within yourself as a small business owner? I'm not even talking about you as a person. Talking about you as a small business owner. Are you at peace with how you show up as a small business owner? Okay, slightly different question. Do you have peace with yourself and your business? Okay, these are really important questions. Do you have peace within yourself as a small business owner? And do you have peace within your business? This, dear colleague of mine, rests upon you. You are the only one that can control or manage this. And I will tell you, this does impact every aspect of your business. Does profitability impact your peace? Yes, totally. Do people impact peace? Significantly, without a doubt. Does productivity impact peace? Yep, it sure does. So why is peace its own performance pillar? Well, that's because it's all about you, and how you show up determines your business's success. You, as a small business owner, are so much more than a figurehead. You're the lifeblood of your small business. If you're not resonating from a positive and a peaceful place, your business won't be either. That's pretty much the truth. It's surely not going to be. And even more so if you have a team of people, because they're going to pick up on what's happening in your world. And then they're going to perpetuate it even further. So there's some simple moments for small business owner peacefulness. And I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Do you like how you're showing up every day? Well, if not, you can change that. Are you moving with grace throughout the day or more overwhelm? Are you leading and managing yourself effectively? Forget about your team right now. This is you first. Are you managing and leading yourself effectively? We're not even talking efficiently, just effectively. Here's another question for you. Do you have your small business's purpose and vision locked in to guide you? Usually, the founder, you as a small business owner, you're the founder, and your business's purpose and vision tends to be closely related to your own personal purpose and vision. So, do you have your small business's purpose and vision locked in? And here's one. Are you at odds with yourself or peace? Are you experiencing peace or are you at odds with yourself? What about loved ones? All of this impacts your business's performance. So, why does all this matter? Because small business owners spend a majority of the week working on or in their business. And if you don't have peace, everyone related to the business will pick up on that and you won't be as successful as you could be. So that's one reason. The second reason is when you aren't at peace, you don't have enough bandwidth to make better decisions for your business. And your scattered mind will actually slow down your productivity levels. So think about that. You can't make better business decisions to support your business better, and you're actually slowing down your productivity levels. This is one of the reasons why a lot of small business owners feel like they're defeated all day long, and they don't realize that it's because they're not experiencing enough peace. Now you might be saying, "Hey Maggie, how do I, learn and get to know more about this peacefulness thing?" And I would say if you haven't picked up our book yet, which you can find on Amazon, Brilliant Breakthroughs for the Small Business Owner, and it's both in paperback form as well as ebook. I think you might want to do that because this is a very different conversation that we need to be having. It's a 21st business century conversation. If you want to build a successful business, you need to be talking about peacefulness. So I would encourage you to get the book in either form and read the introduction because that will help you understand a little bit more about the performance pillars and maybe even the first chapter, which I wrote that dives into that a little bit further. And then go to chapters 9 and 10 because those two chapters are written under the peacefulness performance pillar. So they're specifically addressing peacefulness. And if you want to learn more about that as a small business owner, I would tell you be there and do yourself one better. At the end of each of the chapters in the book, the authors invite you to a free gift or an experience to advance your learning curve in the different areas of business, and in particular, what they specialize in serving. Take them up on those invitations that they have and connect with them online. You'll be amazed at what they're putting out there for free and how they can be serving you on these different areas that you're interested in learning more about. Wow, I'm just blown away. I also want to share with you there's something else that you could be doing. We have an app that's specifically designed for the Brilliant Biz Book series. And that's what you can do is type in your app store, Brilliant Biz Book. We have all capital B's there. And one of the coolest features I think that's on that app is that you can select any one of our authors who are brilliant practicing experts, and you can ask them a question and they will get back to you specifically. So that's like a really cool real-time opportunity for you to speak with a brilliant practicing expert or communicate probably through you sending that in and them replying in a text or an email or picking you up and speaking with you. You'll be amazed with that. Go ahead and check out that app. There's some other really cool features on there as well that you'll be thrilled about. But for now, folks, that's what we've done over the last 3 weeks. And with this episode, we have covered the 4 performance pillars that are introduced in Brilliant Breakthroughs for the Small Business Owner book. And I would encourage you to go through that because there's some really good stuff there. And what we're going to do next is I'm going to be interviewing each one of the co-authors about something very specific, the thing that they think is most important topic that they addressed in their chapter for you to apply. If they only had one thing you could apply, what would it be? Well, guess what? That's what we're going to be discussing over the next couple of months. So I'm going to share with you, stay tuned. If this is the first time you're listening, check out some of these other wonderful episodes because they are mind-blowing and they are going to help you move the performance needles on your own business. So this is Maggie Mongan signing off, and I'm going to say until next time, continue to shine brightly.